So, do you think dot 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 it's possible to
Yep.
be toxically positive? Is there such a thing as toxic positivity, do you think?
I think that's like a known thing, is it not?
Fair
Like toxic
enough.
positivity. Pretty sure.
Well then let's hear your take on it if you don't mind, because I'm sure people, even if they're erroneous about it, would interpret that differently. And certainly there's many ways that it manifests, but
Oh God.
I feel like
I
in
mean, how deep do I go into this? Like,
deep as you want to, man. I got some ideas. I just thought it'd be an interesting thing to hash out, whether you agreed, disagreed, or not, whether it was a known thing.
I mean, okay. Like, I think there's a lot of ways in which one can't be toxically positive, whether it be like externally or to oneself. I think a lot of people believe that your happiness, like you always need to be happy, and if you're not happy, something's wrong. And that's not true. It just means you're alive and maybe something bad has happened to you. Like if you stub your toe, you're not surprised that you feel pain. So like when something traumatic happens or like, XYZ occurrences happen, maybe you don't realize you feel sad or you feel whatever emotion. It's like, or you don't exercise or you don't do something that you should do to like better your chances of living a fulfilled life. But like the like excess of like optimism, I think is detrimental. It's like chasing happiness is not a good way to be happy because like you'll never be happy at that point. Like,
That ultimately, in the pursuit of your thing, you'll end up missing out on it.
yeah, I mean, and then there's like the toxic positivity of like,
Oh, are you back
like
on the client yet, by the way?
uh, I clicked the button, but it not brought me back in. It's being toxically positive. It's trying to keep me away from playing. I mean, I think that's actually just genuine positivity, but like maybe self-defeating for league's sake. So I don't know. Could be a toss-up.
I'll just relog my thing.
I think there's a lot of phrases like "it could be worse." There's another good one where it's just like, "It doesn't make me feel better." Like, but that's that same sentiment of like it could be worse. Like you should be happy right now. Like, as I don't know, or you'll get over it. You'll get over it. Like, I think there's a lot of way, and people will say it with like a smile and a grin or whatever. It's like as if they're trying to like do you a favor by being positive for you or with you or something erroneous.
Yeah. No, that makes sense, actually, because the way I would phrase what I'm hearing you say is that you're essentially rejecting your natural negative emotions or your natural unpleasant emotions because of an over insistence on a consistent need for happiness, contentment, whatever, a positive emotional state. And that over insistence is what makes it toxic because it's to excess.
Yeah.
See, I'd
I
never,
think
I'd never thought of it like that before, because I would have gone a different angle about like to where you like you're overly optimistic, so you deny facts or realities. Not that you're necessarily delusional
reality.
to cope. Yeah, like denying reality, not so much to cope, or just like I guess in that same vein where you're so relentlessly committed to viewing
Is that
things in a good
toxic
way.
though?
I don't know. I mean, that's kind of
I
the.
don't know if it's toxic. That sounds like Kanye West. Like that sounds like some grade A like uh mania. Like, just like on top of the world. Like, yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
Now, do you
I wouldn't
say?
call that toxic positivity. It's dangerous. It's dangerous positivity.
Well, that's an interesting idea too. Is then I guess how would we define
I
when something
am.
has become toxic versus when it's just ill-advised or unwarranted or something? But now it's finally showing that you're on the thing. Because at a basic sense, too, I had imagined, for the purposes of this game especially, it would be totally not just justifiable, but healthy to try to be good examples, positive examples of sportsmanship in this community. But you can very easily go into being burdensome or just straight up annoying, to where now you're achieving the opposite effect, where by trying so hard to cheer people up, it's tilting them.
Well, yeah, if you say like good job after like somebody dies or a terrible performance or something, it's like people aren't gonna accept that.
I feel like at that point that's just malicious sarcasm. Or like you're just openly taunting
Like,
them.
okay, you know what? You know what like perfectly encompasses like the toxic positivity like thing? It's like when people say like good vibes only. Like, have you seen that on
Ah,
profiles? Like, people put that all over the place, where it's just like, it's like a trend on social media, on dating apps. It's all over the place. And like, honestly, it's like you're pushing, like, not only are you pushing, like, everybody needs to be positive around you, which is like, I mean, okay, you're your own center of the universe, great. Like, it's already saying so many things about you as like a person. But then, like, I mean, it also makes people feel inadequate, right? Because it's building into this delusion of like the idealized life that nobody actually lives, that everybody thinks that everybody else lives on like all these social media platforms. And it's
yeah,
like, dude, like you're not good vibes only. You're probably worse vibes than most people. Like, just
right?
for saying that, for not understanding the concept. Like, it's such a simplistic notion too. It's honestly okay. It's a childish notion, but like I think it comes from a good place in humanity. I think it's almost innocence of a child, because like
Yeah.
it's very easy to fall into that like mental like belief that like yeah, I only want good things around me. I'm gonna like make the world better. I'm gonna do this, that, and the other. But it's like, man, like ground yourself and then talk to me.